How's it going, everyone? NeedleMouse here, and oh my god, Sonic with a Sword. Sonic and the Black Knight is quite a divisive game, to say the least. After the disappointing release of Sonic and the Secret Rings, no one really expected a sequel to this style of Sonic gameplay. But those people would be proven wrong. Black Knight came out in the last year of the second Dark Age, and just like most of the games during that era, it was rated quite poorly.
Oh, no.
In fact, it was rated worse than Secret Rings. I swear, when critics play Sonic games, they play like 2-year-olds. But when I see Black Knight as one of the greatest Sonic games of all time, yeah, no, it's amazing. While I don't think Black Knight is the greatest Sonic game of all time, I do think it is really, really good. This game is just marvelous. The story, the music, and the gameplay really show us that Sonic and the Black Knight is a game that's done right. The best way to talk about this game is to start with the most famous part of it, the story.
Merlina? Hello?
Why do flowers bloom, knowing they are destined to wither?
Huh?
Their time of beauty is so short-lived. Forgive me, Sonic, but I would be recognized in town. I shall remain behind in hiding.
This is some Titanic Godfather Awe story. It's actually incredible. Black Knight was the last Sonic game until Sonic Frontiers, where the story was really damn good. But this one wasn't just good. It was really good. Like the best in the series. Starting off with Griffith's performance here. It's by far the best sounding English Sonic ever. Just take a listen.
Give me a break! What's up with all this drama?
Silence! Silence, I say! A knight who fails their king is unfit to live.
Isn't there more to being a knight than just serving a king?
He sounds so natural and so very Sonic, and the story itself is just amazing. Sonic's characterization is the best ever in the franchise. He's not ignorant, irresponsible, an idiot, or just careless. He's a compassionate hero who will do anything to try and save someone's life, no matter what. One of my favorite cutscenes is where Caliburn and Sonic are on a time crunch to finish the Lady of the Lake's tests. Sonic sees a young child crying. When asking about what happened, the child says a dragon attacked her village and took her parents. And with no hesitation whatsoever, Sonic tells Caliburn they're going to rescue them. Caliburn warns Sonic not to go, that they will not make it on time, but he just does not care. This right here is exactly what Sonic is and forever will be. A true hero who will save anyone and everyone he can. And even though we are shown later that the child was the Lady of the Lake and that this was just one of the tests, it just shows how much of a true hero Sonic the Hedgehog is. And throughout the story, every time Sonic meets a Knight of the Round Table, he only encourages them and continues to be that hero. He wants them to be the best version of themselves, and he just makes them better characters. And even when it is revealed that Merlina is the true villain, Sonic, when defeating her, shows her compassion. After all, she's only doing what she's doing because she's so terrified of dying. And wow, that message that Sonic leaves at the end of the game, man, it just made me tear up.
Merlina, every world has its end. I know that's kind of sad, but that's why we gotta live life to the fullest in the time we have. At least, that's what I figure.
The game's story is just amazing. I never ever wanted to skip a cutscene, never wanted to leave my Wii. I just wanted to watch the entire thing, every detail. And the soundtrack of this game just ties it all together. Every zone has this amazing medieval feel about it, and depending on your location and situation, it bends so well to it. Even the cutscene music is some of my favorite of all time. Crush 40 also did many songs in this OST, and they are just some of the best in the series. Fight the Night, Through the Fire, Live Life, and the absolute banger that is Night of the Wind. They are just so amazing. The use of leitmotifs and clever music placement, as well as just straight bangers like Molten Mai, Faraway Avalon, or With Me, just elevates this game even higher. But finally, we arrived at the gameplay. The Storybook series made a brand new style of Sonic gameplay. Unlike that of most Sonic games where you hold a stick and Sonic just essentially moves that way, Black Knight is Sonic essentially on rails. You will always move forward. And while Secret Ring's controls are famously awful, Black Knight significantly improves them. And while I don't think they are perfect, I still really enjoy them. This is how a storybook game should play in my eyes. But as usual, Sonic Team included a gimmick, and as we saw with Colors and Unleashed, they can be either kinda fun or really bad. But Caliburn is perhaps one of my favorite gimmicks in Sonic history. The moves the Blue Blur can pull off with the talking sword is just so much fun to see, and they feel satisfying to pull off. Caliburn feels like a natural extension of Sonic that works perfectly. I would just love another Sonic game where he carries a sword, because this is just incredible. While I do think it gets annoying when you swing the Wiimote all the time, it just feels really nice to pull off. The level design also perfectly fits this game style too. Mowing down enemies is just so much fun. Moreover, the levels also fit well story-wise. Like for example how you have to get through Molten Mine to face Sir Percival aka Blaze, who is known for her fire powers. Little details like that are always appreciated in my eyes. I also love the way Sonic literally moves and animates in this game. The way he runs carrying Caliburn up behind him, and the way he swings it at enemies, and especially this buzzsaw move. It's cool as hell. Even something like the graphics look really good for the Wii too. The bosses are pretty cool too, but they do have some problems. The Lancelot, Gawain, and Percival fights are short, but they're pretty fun. But the King Arthur bosses are a little worse. The timing on when you should swing Caliburn can be quite finicky, but otherwise it's pretty fire. The climax of the game is stunningly awesome. You play all the characters Sonic Adventure 2 style, running as fast as you can to try and seal Merlina away as Sonic runs to confront her. And even though she breaks Caliburn, even though she absolutely destroys him, even though she beats him until he's barely standing, even as the Knights of the Round Table telling he has to run, that chivalry is no longer important, Sonic delivers one of the greatest lines in the franchise's history.
It was never about chivalry for me. I just gotta do what I've gotta do. That's all.
And then we get a brand new super form. Excalibur Sonic. Everything this game tries to achieve, it not only gets it, but surpasses it. Sonic and the Black Knight is one of my favorite Sonic games of all time. Some of you know that this game sits in my A tier. Nah, this is an S tier Sonic game. I don't even care about the whiplash with this one. This game is better than Generations. Yeah, I said it. Anyway, that's all for today. Hope y'all are having a wonderful day wherever you are in the world, and I'll see you all next time. Ciao!